Alright, Taurus, this one's for you. I'm actually really excited to do a Taurus video. I want to start off by saying, because I said in the Scorpio video, there was a final 3 zodiac sign that it was you, Scorpio, and I think it was Capricorn, I'm pretty sure. And I recorded it on a different device, so it didn't get uploaded. So like how I said before, for Scorpio, the time wasn't meant to be. But for this time, I'm recording this, I believe, July 12th. So I'm going to do a little bit of extra for your video. This is going to be the stereotypical video that I do for each zodiac sign. And remember, these videos find you. You don't find them. I mean, you can stumble across them or whatever, but after this there's going to be an extra video, and I want to do that, like how Tauruses are in love. And I feel like it's kind of comical because I did how is Scorpio in love, and I'm going to do how is Capricorn in love. My favorite is how is Taurus in love, because, and we'll go over that, but I personally think if you land a Taurus, if somebody lands a Taurus, you're in for a pleasant surprise. And I'm going to go over all that, like the ups and downs and the way that you guys are like misunderstood and everything. But the bonuses that there is when you really do like fall in love with a Taurus, because I think it's beautiful. And to be completely honest, even like the first impressions, and I'm a Libra, and Libras and Taurus, like love wise, are not supposed to get along. They have different views, and we'll go over this in the other video. But the older I got, the more I found that was to be false. I feel like the love zodiac is in certain ways is false. So, but to love a Taurus is to truly, honorably be loved, okay? So that's going to be your bonus video, Taurus, after we're doing our general. Now, these 2 cards flipped out for you, so we're just going to go ahead and we're going to do it, okay? All right, Taurus. There's a little bit of boredom coming into your life, and that's all right, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna get these different opportunities, and I feel like it's like a repeat for you guys, and you know, but there is like this need of, I feel like something isn't there and I have to go find it. And I feel like that's where you're at. I feel like that's where you are going to be as a person, where you're in a routine, and maybe some of you guys don't mind the routine, but some of you guys do. You don't want things to be routine, because why? Why should you do that? Why should you settle for that? Okay? And for some of the personalities for a Taurus, I think that's how you're going to have the outlook of it, is why do I need to settle for that? I need more excitement. I need to get my mind, I need to get my space in a different aura, in a different energy, in a different, you know, something else. So you're constantly going out and you're looking for that, and you're finding it. So it's a good month, you know, if you're very bored, Taurus, to go out and to find something that connects with you, something that you appreciate, something that like makes you feel alive. Remember how, I don't know why this is coming up, but remember like the ages of 15 to 23. Now, for some of you guys, it's going to be 15, and you lived a life, and things were always happening, and maybe you so didn't plan it out, and now it's time to, you want to relive those feelings. You want to relive, you know, maybe you're not even that old, you know, but you want to feel some kind of sensation is what I'm talking about. And some of you guys are going out and searching for it, and some of you guys is just finding you, which is good news, which I think is for some of you guys you want to hear. So things aren't going to be so boring and routine. Like, I feel like for some of you guys, there just always seems like there is something not quite there. There's something missing. Like, you're okay with it, you're fine with it, but when it gets so stale, you crave That's the word. You crave something else. A Capricorn, by the way, I don't care if you're friends with one. I don't even know if you know one, but a Capricorn would be a good laughter for you. I don't know what that means. So, let's just go on with your reading, Taurus. Something's changing within the household. That's interesting. So either somebody you know is moving out. Now don't let that freak you out. That's what they told me. Because love is still very strong. Romantically and within yourself, you're still very strong. But something with your day-to-day routine, something with the household, so the people that you live with, your own routine, maybe even someone that you live with. I think for a lot of you guys, it's going to be somebody that you live with is changing dramatically, and it's not in a negative way. They're doing like what they want to do, but I feel like just during this time, like you feel either like there's something more that they could. No, I don't even want to say that because it's not a bad change. I heard, let this person do something. So I don't know if it's somebody you work with, but I feel like I said before, this is somebody that like you live with, somebody you see on a day-to-day routine, somebody that you actually do care about. They mean something to you, or else they wouldn't be popping up in a reading, right? But their life is changing. And I feel like what's going to be difficult for you is to deal with those changes, okay? Maybe that's what sparks something in you, is that you, as a person, have to change your day-to-day routine. Or something like that. Like something within your own lifestyle has to change. And it's okay. You can deal with it because you're really good this month at not being bored, right? To not making things, allowing things to get stale within your life. You're open to new things. You're open to new opportunities. You're kind of subconsciously, like you're not even realizing that you're attracting these new things. But I just feel like there's somebody that you are very close with that you know is going to kind of change suddenly. And at first you're going to be like, well, why are you doing that? Because it's only because you guys are kind of slow at like changing routines, but it will have a more positive effect on you as it keeps going. So this person, even though they're doing different things, even though maybe somebody's you know is moving out or moving in, or you have a son or a daughter and they're getting in a relationship and it's all so new and you're like, what the fuck? You know? Like, how the hell do I deal with that? But as long as this person's happy, you're kind of happy, and that's how the way you should look at it. So don't go to your dark side is what it's telling me for advice. Don't go to your dark side and be weird about it, okay? Because some of you guys can get silent, some of you guys can get, where you always have something to say and you think it's for the better. You know, you can get heated in the moment, and maybe to you it's not... it's not, you know, I almost want to say an icebreaker, or it's not negative to you, but maybe for somebody else, that's something that you say or do about, you know, it's like on the surface level, you just have to be supportive. You can ask your questions. You can ask why, and I feel like if you do that, you'll understand eventually. If you love them enough, you'll understand, because I feel like they're very forward and they're very honest, and they will tell you why they're doing the things that they're doing, right? Sometimes talking is the answer, but not being pushy. That's what it's saying. Talking can be the answer, but not being pushy with your conversations. Okay? Even if they say or do something you don't like and you don't approve of, they're actually wanting your support and they're wanting to know what you think about it. And that's a big thing. You have to be grateful for that, because a lot of connections in this world aren't like that anymore. Okay? People don't ask about those things. People don't do that. So if somebody in your life seems like they're changing to you, just go with it. And yeah, you can be angry and confused, or you can ask questions. It's okay to ask questions. They'll talk with you. But once they start talking to you, you'll understand where this person's coming from, and actually I think you're going to start being very supportive. Or if this is you talking to somebody else and you're experiencing at first some kind of distant behavior or weird communication, like either somebody's going to start supporting you, or you're going to understand where this person's coming from and start supporting them. Good things to have, Taurus. Good things to have. So, a little bit of manipulation, and I think that's kind of going to heal the soul. I know it sounds weird. For some of you guys, I kind of dig it, because you're, it almost looks like you're sick of a game. Now, if a lot of you guys are single, that's actually a very good sign. Like, there's not going to be, towards the end of July to the end of August, whenever, you guys are going to actually take the situation into your own hands. Like, you've been wanting to see certain things manifest, and I think that you are your own master. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're not a puppet anymore. Like, you're your own master. So you're saying these things, and you're dancing the dance. You're talking the talk. You're doing things that you need to do. Ooh, my God, my leg's going to sleep. Pardon me while I stretch out. But you are in complete control of a certain situation. Like I was saying, especially if you're single, especially if you have a crush, especially if you're wondering where things are going to go. Even if things are stale, wherever you are. Your current situation, your current relationship, if there is one or not. You're going to take control of the situation. It's like if you're already in love and maybe this is your partner being different. And I really don't think it's a bad thing, because look at this. The Lovers only pops up when you are forced to sign some kind of contract. Now I ask, what kind of contract is a Taurus signing? And that's a Page of Cups, which is a dedication of love. So I don't see anybody cheating. I don't see anybody second-guessing things. I see understanding. I see forgiveness. I see trying new things. I see experiencing love. I feel like you're understanding that, if this is you and maybe this is like a love connection acting a certain way, you're like, okay, I get it. Or at least that's what these cards are encouraging you to do, is just say, okay, I get it. If they keep lying, if they keep manipulating you, then what's the point? And you'll drop them eventually. But, you're doing something. You're making some kind of agreement. Either we're not sleeping with anybody else, we're not talking to anybody else, we're not making these promises. I'm staying true. You're staying true. And I'm going to see how this situation unfolds. If you do see lies pop up, you'll know it right away. So that's a cool thing to have, Taurus. I don't really think you're worried in the next 2-3 months time span. I don't think you're going to be worried about any situation that pops up. I really don't. I think it's going to unravel itself. I think you're going to, if you don't have trust, you're going to find some kind of forgiveness, or somebody is going to, I heard second chances, and then when I heard second chances, it's like, okay, are you sure? Are you ready to sign the yes or no with me? Are you ready to make that official? Now, for some of you guys who are trying to get a job, I feel like you're being very authentic in interviews. I feel like you're going out of your way, and to other people it's going to look like you are not sucking up, but like being curious is the word. Is to being curious. To other people, it looks like you're being shy, but you're not. You're just observing, which I love it. You're going to have to manipulate people. Maybe you're putting on a certain persona because you don't, completely trust these work people or these new situations, these new friends, these new job opportunities, these new romantic interests that are coming into your life. That's okay. You're still signing a contract, so whoever's popping into your life has some kind of karmic connection. There is something to learn from these new things, and that's what's making you feel so vulnerable. That's what's making you want to control these situations, but instead of being super outspoken and speaking your truth, you're actually getting kind of shy, which is making you observe, which is a good thing for you, which you may not think so at first, but that's where, you're not going to be bored. You're not going to be in searching of things. You're going to find your answers because you're going to almost not give up, but you're going to put your guard up, and then things are just going to come to you because you're like, I don't even care anymore. So in every state that is, love, friendship, work life, day-to-day routines, you're going to find the answers, and you're going to find things that keep you preoccupied, even when things seem funky. I'm really liking this, Taurus. I really am. Here's you. I always talk about this as being like my Taurus card. King of Pentacles. I'll say it. I love me some King of Pentacles. Stability. Reassurance. This is the person that comes up and they don't judge you. They're so open, and yeah, even when they do pose a front, it's they don't, because it's I don't even know how to explain that. They're just very real, very committed, very loyal. Hopefully in a romantic situation, you might find some flaky people, and that's the only bad news I do have to say, but there could be a couple for some of you guys. There just could be some couple flaky people when it comes to romance, where they're only wanting the physical, let's start a flame, and then as quickly as it burns, it'll die out, and then I'm gone, baby. And you're like, okay, at first it might sting, but you're like, okay, I'm okay if you're gone, because you didn't even see all the things I had to offer. I think that you are ready to present yourself as a wife or a husband, and not maybe in that dramatic of a sense, but you're being so authentic to where you don't care if people see your true color. So when people come in who are like this, and they're like, ooh, yeah, baby, I just want a little bit of a fling, you're like, haha, why do you think I asked you here, bitch? No. But okay, that's fine. You could leave. And then all of a sudden, this little immature person is going to start watching you build and grow. So just be careful that this person doesn't keep coming back in and out of your life because you have something so great to offer. You were the person that after they slept with, you cuddled with them. You showed them affection. You actually took them on a date. You show them the finer things in life, because this person's all about, oh yeah, wanting to get in and out of a situation. But I feel like they're trying to be so passionate, but what they lacked is everything you have. You're a king or a queen. This person is just a prince or a queen. If you look back in the old school days, they were only about 13 to 15. A prince and a queen, and then they moved up. They earned that spot. You earned that spot. You're like, this is what I have. This is who I am. This is what I have to offer. So maybe that's advice for some of you guys who aren't like that. And you might expect this, that people are coming in and out of your life and being like, hey, trying to fool you, but I feel like you are the person that has the situation in control. Even in work situations, I feel like in work, you're going to hear some good news. You're going to hear you're making more, or you're getting more jobs, like something weird that you're going to be earning some more money or some kind of promotion. But all of this ends up in the fact that you're going to find out in the next couple of months that somebody really cares for you, and they've always been there. And that's what I feel like it is. For some of you guys, there's going to be a false prophet who comes in, who's like this guy, who shows up all sexual and ready to go and has all this shit to offer, but it's also fake. And then all of a sudden they see what you have, and then they try to woo you. They try to make it seem like they're your knight in shining armor, or they're your princess. They'll cook for you, they'll blah, blah. But that's not the case. I feel like with all of this, you're going to see who is really there for you in the end, no matter who that be, no matter what situation. In work, you're going to find that one person that you didn't even realize, or maybe you did. This person's coming through and they're working with you. They're talking good about you. Or this person is a lover. Not probably the one you're thinking for some of you. Honestly, I don't think that this is a water sign, and it's a Prince of Cups, and usually they come off as a water sign. Maybe they have a lot of water, or they act very watery, where they're like a Cancer, but they're still like an air sign. I feel like this may be, for some of you guys, an air sign. A-I-R, air sign. Or someone you just connect with and feel comfortable with. But they do hold some kind of like, ooh, this is my Prince Charming, or ooh, this is attractive. But you get what I'm saying. So on to the next video is how it's gonna be in love with a Taurus, right? When a Taurus loves you, how to know all about them. You guys are great. And I will speak to you soon for your next video update reading.